welcome to GM Talks. We are back once again, and we never go away, but we sometimes have a bit of a pause. Anyway, today we're gonna see a game where I should have won, and it's instructive because it's one of the hard things in chess. Winning a winning position when the opponent just keep on fighting in there. I talked a lot about it when in defense. You just shouldn't give up. Try not to make it easy for the opponent. Just keep sitting in there, stay with the game, and don't lose. And you probably won't lose because it's very, very hard to kill someone who just won't die. Anyway, this was played in the Danish Championship. Before I go on to the game against Martin Percivaldi, I'll just say that I will play a tournament tomorrow, starting tomorrow in Elsinore Kronborg Chess Open with its 9 rounds in 5 days. Well, what you would say if you were writing a thriller, it's no chess tournament for old men. But let's see how old I am. It's going to be interesting. I'm looking forward to it. Of course, I'm always busy with work, so I'm not that well prepared, but I did do a lot of preparation for the Danish Championship, so it might still be okay with the openings. Who knows? Anyway, let's get on with the game. I'm white. I play e4. I was expecting e5, the Berlin or something, but he decided to go with the French. And I just seen that this Yavor Kier Sindarov, he plays this weird stuff. So, well, if he can play it, probably I can't play it, but I can try. And here in the old days, they used to take here, it's known as something like the revolver opening or something. It's not really a healthy way to play against the French, which you just, Black will get the center because he will play f6 and he will get central pawns, but you get a very active pieces and attacking chances. I'm not sure it works, to be honest. I prepared for Black, but I've seen that he just played this, and what White is trying to do is get this into a terrace variation of the French. So what is the terrace variation of the French? Well, the terrace variation of the French is if you do like this. And I used to play this in the old days. I liked when they play knight f6 and we get these kind of structures. That's great for me. I have very, very good score with White. But when they play this move, this kind of stuff here, Black is very healthy, and the ridiculous French bishop is never bad in these situations. So they're just not getting punished for playing something like the French. So trying to get into something like the knight f6 line without allowing this c5 stuff sort of appealed to me. But it was actually an inspiration at the board. I just seen that you can do this. Okay, I try. He won't be prepared. I was not prepared. None of us was really prepared. Here he played b5. That's sort of a weird move. I think I don't think it makes sense. I play a3, just stopping anything from giving checks here. I just need to get my knight. The knight is clumsy here, but his knight's also a little bit clumsy. And of course, you want to play f6. And I'm hoping this guy one day will be very bad because it deserves to be bad. Anyway, let's see a5. So he was just bashing out the moves. I said, "Oh, you prepared this? What is going on here?" But I'm not really worried about queen side expansion. I've had very good results when they try to do something like this and then run with the king over here and saying, "Oh, I'm playing I play like a really, really sophisticated chess." It just sucks. So it's not sophisticated. It's just bad, and I like to play against it. So I was quite happy, and especially this move. I thought, I must be better here because I already have 2 strong knights and this stuff here. And hello, dude, where are you going? So bishop d3, and I'm hoping and c4, and here I sort of and I said I was not afraid of the queen side stuff, and then I chickened out, to be honest, because here, of course, the right move is this, just saying whatever. You can play this and you can bury my pieces because I'm gonna crash through here. You're gonna put a knight here and it's gonna put some pressure on it and I'm gonna be unpleasant, and an endgame it will be quite bad for me probably because he will be able to sacrifice something over here. But like they said, Taras put the middle game in between and in the middle game he's going to get killed in 25 moves. So why did I play bishop b1? Well, I got a little bit scared. So I played bishop c2. He played b4 and I played bishop a4. I've done this before where it was very good, but here it's kind of a chicken. I'm still better, I think, but nah, this was not the way to play. Bishop b7, h4, h6. So we got, he can't allow knight d5, and basically I have a very huge advantage on the king side. So knight d2, I'm putting my queen here, or maybe here, could be. Knight b6, bishop b5, I'm not gonna give it up for a knight. I'm gonna give it up for the bishop, even though, well, if I'm going to, it's not going to be let this guy get out somewhere here and maybe into this diagonal here. That would be really not really what we want, right? So so bishop b5, take, and I sort of liked that he took here. And king d7. Here comes the very sophisticated king maneuvers. I think people get sort of aroused when they play moves like that, but it's not very good anyway. By the way, Martin is a teammate of mine. Martin Percivaldi is a strong player. He was a talented junior. I used to coach him a little bit when he was, but now he's of course older and not a talent anymore. He's just a normal decent IM, plays pretty well, fights very well. He has some problems with dynamics, but he's hard to beat anyway. A4. So I'm let my bishop get buried, but at the same time I'm also ready to get rid of the bishop. I'm also exercising some pressure here. Knight a7. So he goes after the bishop, no problem. I go after his pawn and putting pressure on this guy as well. Takes queen d7, looks very natural. He will have that pawn, but this is important. This is important. When he takes this pawn, he gonna open a freeway. And where did he put his king? Here, right? So we are hoping that we will one day land something on that king, because that king is usually very homeless in these situations, and they try to tuck it away, and then they go and open all the lines to win a pawn. So it's sort of awesome. And a4 and knight a3, b1. So I'm basically I'm getting ready to put something here. Might put my knight, so he better start taking something. I could go to d3 if I was afraid of losing the pawn, but nah, you can take it. And I thought, okay, here we have really serious compensation. Rook is coming to the b file, knight is coming somewhere to g4, whatever. This will be extremely unpleasant for black. Of course, white has fantastic compensation, and especially what we like is that this bishop is a horrible bishop, right? It's just sitting there, and it's a tactical weakness, and it's in the way, and you could say it defends good pawns, but at the moment it doesn't. It just defends some white squares on the queen side. Anyway, he had to take this one, and I took with the rook. I'm not sure. I thought the knight would be good here somehow. I don't know. Maybe taking with the knight is better. And of course, I'm not going to exchange my knight. If we exchange too much, he will have no problems, and he will defend this guy with the bishop. This is what the bishop can do. So that's what he's going to do, and he's pushing the pawns away. But all his pawns now are on white, meaning that the black squares are irreparable weak. Rook f8, knight b4, rook b1, rook queen d1. So, and he's defending, and he has to play knight b6 at some point, and coming here, and queen c1. We have black squares. I thought you're gonna die pretty soon here. You're not gonna survive this. Your pieces are just a miss. But well, people who don't lose, they're hard to beat. And somehow I don't know. It was not that easy because it's sort of, I don't know. I thought, okay, the turn out my queen maneuver here is always met by something with queen e7, which is a little bit annoying. King c7, queen a3, and he's getting ready for queen e7. I still thought, okay, you're in serious trouble here. How the hell are you gonna defend this stuff? Rook queen e7, knight d5. And here he actually, this is move 40, and I'm much better, but I'm not winning. He can defend somehow. I don't remember how. Could turn on it, but he played this move, which I thought was smart, but it's actually losing. So he had to. I think he had to play rook b8 or something. The thing is, after this move, I am winning in one move if I can just find it. And it was move 40, and I was thinking, and I couldn't find a win. So it was here I had the chance to play. Can you see it? You spot it? It's right here. Here we go. Boom, and you die. Because after this move, I have this monster blow, and queen is coming to d6 or taking the rook. So bye-bye. Something like this is just total dead on arrival. Immediately you are finished. So, but I didn't play that. I played knight d7 after thinking for a long time. So very impressive. And the thing is, I was trying to spot this, and somehow I missed this. So I've been doing some combinational exercises since that, because after this it's not so easy, and I realized, you missed it. And he didn't go back. He didn't go back. He found, it's not this. It sucks. So damn. And I've tried some other plans, and somehow it looked very good for me for a long time, and I just couldn't make it happen. So I just moved around, and moved around, and moved around, and moved around, and put the knight there, and that was not very good actually. And just trying to, and yeah, this was such a shame. Knight b8 was good, and suddenly, woo, he's coming out, and I was getting a little bit nervous that he might get out, and he got the bishop to e8. That was not the plan. So basically, I messed up. And here we exchanged a rook, which was clearly to his advantage, and suddenly it's not so simple anymore. And I don't know if he should put his knight there. I decided anyway that after this, no more. He will get counterplay. He will probably sacrifice the exchange on b4. I will get a free pass to h-pawn, and to be honest, I was so disgusted with not winning this position that I just realized, okay, this is not my tournament. I'm not gonna. I can play forever here, and I'm not gonna win. And he's not gonna mess up, because he would have. He did mess up, but I didn't see it, so I missed the win, and he got away. And by the way, I thought it was pretty well defended by him. I thought it was strange that he would get into such a horrible position, but that's what the French can do to you, especially if you're sort of not a really dynamic player and you play the French in a sort of sort of unstable way, like a really undynamic way, then this can often happen, and I like to play against that. Anyway, next week I will be back with more videos because I have a lot of new games from Kronborg. Hopefully I don't miss any wins in that tournament. And thank you for watching. Remember to like. By the way, we have I have a weekly chess video news broadcast on chess.ninja. See all about it in the show notes. Thank you for watching.